What's going on, everybody? The Phillies won the series against the Mets. They are a resilient team. Um, Bryce Harper has changed the whole entire culture of um, of the franchise, I believe. Bryce Harper is the Michael Jordan of baseball. I'm so glad that he is a part of um, the Philadelphia scene. Um, Bryce Harper is just amazing, and he has a wonderful personality. Believe it or not, his personality is more home, down to earth than a lot of people on his status. Um, but I want to talk about Philly radio and television sport personalities and how Philadelphia fans get fucked over because you don't have sports media personalities that will call out either these teams or these players on their shit. I remember the Ben Simmons thing. Oh, that was a fucking fiasco. And every fucking sports, local and national, because I believe that old adages always find their way to seep in. And people are stubborn, right? They make a call or they make a judgment, and no matter how fucked up that call or that judgment is, they'll try to stick with it. And I say that to say that the Phillies have been amazing ever since Philadelphia got rid of Girardi and put Rob Thompson in his place. It seems like the Phillies players play for him. But nevertheless, Rob Thompson, and this hurts my heart to say it, he is the one who is going to hinder this city from the Phillies organization from being World Series champions. And I hope that's not the case, because I hope that Bryce Harper and I hope that Trey and Cal and Remuto, Castellano, all these guys, Rojas, and Wheeler, and the people I'm mentioning is who I believe are the core of this team. I hope that they can will this team against some of these teams that they are going to come up and face in the playoffs, right? Because I remember last year, the Phillies had everything going for them to go to the World Series, and they lost to the Diamondbacks. And they lost because they were just gassed, right? And you think that Rob Thompson would have had learned from that, right? And pasted his guys out. He is sitting here at the very end of the season, burning them the fuck out. He's burning Wheeler out. He's burning Bryce out. And these guys are not young, right? And he's not smart enough to see that these AAA players, Phillies got AAA players and got young talent. I swear on everything I love. They look almost identical to the Houston Astros. These young fucking players are just really, really exceptional and really good and coming up big for the Phillies. But guess what? That's all. That's all the accolades that Rob Thompson is going. He's not going to add any of them to the playoff roster, right? Stevenson, Wilson, Clemens, Kennedy, but no doubt Stevenson, Wilson, and Clemens, right? or at least two of those players, right? Because, listen, you add two of those players to the playoff roster when some of the players, the steady players, Trey or Kyle, or when they get gassed, you can throw these guys in as a monkey wrench. Rob Thompson, I'm gonna tell you something. I speak about Rob Thompson like I spoke about Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers was a stubborn motherfucker, man. Doc Rivers ain't shit. He tried to literally derail Tyrese Maxey's career. He literally tried to, you know what? The one thing that I can say about that dumbass organization, the Sixers, is that they saw the handwriting. They said, man, we got somebody here, and we ain't gonna let you just fuck him off. Somebody got to go, and it's got to be you. Bottom line. But I'm saying that Rob Thompson is stubborn. He left Sanchez in the game for 7 goddamn fucking innings. Sanchez pitched a motherfucking brilliant game. And then the moment he gave up a home run, he took him out. You should have been took him out. He does the same shit with Nola. He does the same thing with Nola. Nola, I'm telling you, Nola's not good for fucking... Nola barely making 5 innings. But then you got Kirkland, who's throwing fire. He deserves 3 or 4 fucking innings. This is the monkey wrench that I was throwing in. I would let Kirkland lead and let fucking Nola come behind him. I bet you if you try that on everything I love, the Phillies would win their playoff games. As opposed to Wheeler going in there, being their first pitcher for the first game, winning, and then Nola coming in on the second game and losing. And then Sanchez coming on there on the third game, and then they'll win. Listen, Kirkland, you either utilize him as being the main dude coming out of that bullpen, or you take your chances, man, and let him go out there and pitch a couple of beginning innings. Hands down. But Rob Thompson is the Philadelphia Phillies' hidden kryptonite. But it's not just him. It's the sports media fans of the Philadelphia refusing to call. When you ask this guy questions, call him out on his shit. Call him out on his shit. You'll rather sit in the booth with your shows and throw innuendos and shit at the shit that he does. No. When you get a chance to interview him, call him out on his shit. Just like you did Doc Rivers. And Doc Rivers showed himself to be a stubborn motherfucker. Doc Rivers didn't care. What do you mean? You don't know the basketball. You don't know basketball like I do, so don't ask me that question. Okay, you piece of shit. What do you mean? Call them other guys out. See, this is how it was with Doug Peterson. Everybody knows that when Doug Peterson came in his first year, everybody was like, what the fuck? Everybody was questioning the hiring. Doug Peterson play calling everything was some shit. Then magically, they went to the Super Bowl. Right? Go look at the replay of the Super Bowl. Nick Foles went over to Doug Peterson and said, you want Philly? Nick Foles suggested that play. But yet, he gets some kind of fucking credit for it. Then the third year comes in. Everybody, Reich and everybody is gone. All these brilliant football minds are gone. And now we got the same old Doug Peterson. And none of the sports media personalities was calling that shit. None of them. Right? It's like they're a bunch of cowards. Right? You either going to advocate, because I'm a fan. When I sit here and talk to you about Philadelphia sports teams, I'm not just talking to you, right, as a criticizer or whatever the fuck you think I am, a hater or whatever. I'm a fucking fan. I'm a Philadelphia fan for life. Sixers, Flyers, Phillies, Eagles, and I am going to call them out on their shit because I feel like I'm being robbed.